Hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're doing well and have yourself a beautiful, beautiful day. Today I decided to take it easy. I am not reporting anything. No, I'm not. Not that I don't have plans that needs my attention. Trust me, I do. I'm still in the process of giving most of my plants a fresh pot of a fresh pot of soil. I don't know if that makes sense. Some of these plants I'm busy with is plants which I haven't repotted in over 2 years. So and I know they'll appreciate a fresh pot of soil. But today I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. I am outside watering I need to water plants on my patio, and I thought, why not take you along with me and we do that together, and also show you what I have on my patio. I mean, if you are new here, I'm sure you'd love to know what plants I have on my patio and how they're doing. And if you are not new here, you know that there was a time where I got one of our neighbors, people who stayed in our neighborhood, a family. They were moving and decided to sell their pot plants outside. Their outside pot plants, and basically, the lady was selling the pots, but then you could just get the pot with the plant together with the plant, because she obviously is plants she's had around her yard for years. So yeah, she didn't want to move with them, so she decided to put them up and advertise them around our neighborhood. And yeah, I was the third person to go there and collect and buy a few. And she was selling them next to nothing. They were absolutely, they were not costly at all. She was really selling them next to nothing. And so I bought a few, and I did a video where I showed you all of those pots and the plants, and even what I was keeping and what I didn't keep. And I thought, while I water outside, I'll show you how what I have kept and repotted is doing. I mean, it's been a while. It's actually been a while. So an update is good. An update is long overdue, I guess. I mean, this is spring, so it would be nice for me to show you how those plants are doing. And so yeah, so let's get right into it. I'm just gonna move my camera outside to the patio, connect my hose, and we can do this together. Alrighty. Where do we start? Okay. I think we're gonna start here, but basically, if I come this way, I'll give you a full view as that of my patio, basically. Alrighty, so yeah, before I water, let's start here. Right here, I don't have, let me just do this. Okay, trying to remove my camera off. Okay, so right here, look at this begonia. It's in bloom. All of them are in bloom, absolutely beautiful. These ones are a bit more white than these, so what I've got here is that this beautiful peace lily is loving life out here. And I've got this begonia. I got it from a friend. Our sons went to the same school. They've just moved school, and it's very precious. And this is the ficus I propagated a while ago. This is a propagation of mine, I think a year or so ago, and it has taken well so beautifully. And this is philodendron soloum, and it was not doing well in the house, and I brought it outside, and yeah, it gave me this new growth. So which I believe soon you can see I'm getting new growth there. So it's happy out here, amazingly. That's all I did. I just brought it outside. And this is a monstera. These were little pups of monstera, deliciosus, and this is how wonderful it looks. It's a full pot of it has grown so much. I can't wait for it to mature. It was nice to see this one with a fenestration, but the rest don't have. Another begonia, a different kind, also in bloom. And here's the monstera deliciosa. I want to pot all these up together, but here's one which it was a water propagation of mine. I just recently put it into soil. You know, as you can see, I'm looking forward for it to give me this new leaf to pop. This I got from one of the mothers from the church, and I love it. Very precious to me. I love it. And this is, I think, donkey tail. If I might be wrong, but I love it. I love the succulent. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll be able to keep it alive. It's happy here outside. I'm still trying to see where it's happier, that it doesn't, do I need to give it more sun? And it looks like I do, because I see the growth is becoming a bit leggy. When I brought it home, it was not leggy at all. But you can see this has happened when it was here, so I might have to move it and find a great spot for it. But nonetheless, it's not bad looking at all. Another peperomia, and here is my rubber plant which was not doing well, and I brought it outside, and now it's super happy. It's giving me new growth. Another siloam, and it's also very happy, continue to give me new growth. There's more new growth coming out there. And here is my Aramon monstera, again another propagation of mine. So I'm thinking of putting all of these together, because here's another one. Put them all in the same pot. I'm going to do that sometime, not today. But here, this is jasmine, and it's in bloom. Just a tiny little pot of jasmine. And this one, I got this from my husband, and it is doing well. It's loving it out here. It was not doing well in the house, somehow not getting the light it needs. Couldn't find a good spot for it in the house somehow. But the minute I brought it outside, it started doing amazing. And this is my English ivy, which is also doing well. There's a few dead stems which I need to cut out. But other than that, it's doing very well. Loving it out here. And this is alocasia. It's also doing amazing. It's doing well. And here is my jade, which I've had for years and years and years, and it has grown. I mean, look at the stem. It has grown so much, and it's loving life out here. Here's a pot of succulent. Just everything in here is doing amazingly well. There's a lot going on in here. It's just like a succulent mini garden that is happening in here, and I love it. I used a salad bowl of mine which broke, but it just cracked, but didn't separate. It just cracked. It has a crack running through it, and then I decided to plant in it, And here's another succulent which is doing amazing also. I got this from my mother-in-law's garden. She gave me a few cuttings of this. And then this is my other succulent. I got it. I'll show you. It's from one of my succulents. I took cuttings from one of my succulents, and it's doing very well. Another silhouette down here, philodendron, is also doing well. So some of these plants are dry. No, some of them are okay. Like most of these are okay. I don't need to water some of these. because I recently watered them. I might have to water just a few, you know, but most of these ones are pretty much okay. And then here I've got my gardenia. I've had this plant for the longest of time, and for over 5 years. And look at that flower. Well, it's now dying, but yeah, hope I'll get more flowers. But it's doing well, no issues. And here I've got my rose with pink flowers. It was in bloom. I wish I did this video when it was in, when all the roses were up and beautiful, but everything is gone now. It's just this one left. Just this one left. But other than that, yeah, that's what I've got. Here is this beautiful rose, which is sitting in this pot, and I've planted this ground cover, you know, at the bottom of the rose, and it's absolutely beautiful. I think it looks amazing, but they need water. You can see it's dry. Even this one is dry. I forgot the name of this plant. Can you see how dry it is? You know, here's another shrub, you know, so I need to water. I got this one from my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. I forgot the name of this plant, but they grow huge. I need to transplant it, get a pot for it. And here's one of my favorite ground covers. It's a succulent. I've got it all over my garden. As you won't believe when I say I started off with one pot. I just bought one pot at a garden shop, and it's one small nursery pot, and that's what I filled up my garden with from one pot. It came home, it grew massively. I continued to take cuttings from it and just pop them in the garden where I want it, and it has beautifully filled up most of the spots in my garden. And it grows so easy. It's not difficult to propagate. And on this side, and there's my dog Molly enjoying the sun. And then I've got this beautiful succulent, which is also in bloom. Look at those, it gets these beautiful pink flowers. Yeah, love it. Look how full. Now, if you remember when I did that video on the plants and the pots I got from that lady, this is the plant that came with it. This is the pot. So I kept the pot and I removed everything else, and I kept the plant. This plant was together with other plants, and I removed all the other plants and I kept this plant in it. And look how beautiful it looks now compared to what it was. That's one of the pots. Another pot is this one, which I got from her, but this is what I had, so I just put this in it and I removed whatever was in here, you know. And here's another shrub or another plant. These grows big. I have them in my garden, but you can also grow it in a pot. It was just in bloom. You know, the flowers are dying out. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant. And another one here. You know, it's like a lollipop kind of a situation, though mine doesn't look like a lollipop anymore because I've made it grow. I've let it grow. And that's what's happening at the bottom of the pot. I need to water. And look what is in bloom. This cactus of mine is in bloom, which is amazing. There's a whole lot happening in this pot, honestly. And my aloe, which I feel one of these days it will be too big for this pot. But for now, I'm happy with what's going on here. And this is my jasmine. And again, I wish I did this video when it was in bloom. See, all the flowers are gone. It was beautiful, white blooms. And hanging up here is, again, I don't remember the name of this plant, but I love it. It gets red flowers. And one up there, yeah. I didn't show you what's happening up here. Here's my succulent, the one I say I took cuttings from. It's in bloom. Look how beautiful these flowers are. This pot, I've had it for a few years, and I wouldn't be surprised that it's pot bound. But anyway, it's doing well. And here's my other jade. It's like a hanging jade, kind of a. I'll show you the other pot I have of this. It's doing amazingly well. Let me show you the other side that is more beautiful than the side I'm showing you. There's the beautiful side. This side, I need to take this off and cut it here and stick it back into the soil and just get rid of this situation. And this one also is pot bound. I need to do something about it, but it's happy. It's very happy, just, you know. And here's another plant here. These are my spec worms, which I'm busy propagating. It's a few cuttings. I popped them up into the soil. And this is what I've got at the bottom of my gardenia, So yeah. And up here, I've got my spider plant. It's a propagation of mine. It's coming along. It is coming along, but it has struggled a bit. I think now it's actually coming together. You can see these are new babies. You can see how beautiful they look. And you can see the old ones, how not nice they look. I need to chop them off actually. But yeah, it has taken well to soil, and I'm glad for that. But we had a bit of a struggle before we see this. Yeah, it was not happy. And I've recently chopped this rubber plant. I'm trying to encourage it to branch out. But this is again my old propagation of one of my rubber plants in the house, and it's doing well. Another jade, which I'm trying to turn into a bonsai, and I hope one day over the years I'll be able to show you how it looks. I was at the garden shop the other time, and they had literally grew it into a bonsai, and obviously they told me it took years. And I thought, well, I'm gonna go try it home with mine. And I took a cutting, and this is how far we are now. I love how it has branched out. I mean, look at that. Yeah, I love how it is just doing. Oh, you won't believe what I just did. Oh, I'm glad the camera it didn't stop recording. But anyway, I just dropped it. I just dropped it. But anyway, look how much it's continuing to branch. Every time I chop it, I had chopped it here and it branched out that way. I had chopped it here. I don't know if you can see right here, and it branched out that way. And I had chopped it again here, and it branched out that way. So it's happy. It's happy. I can't wait for the stem to begin to fill out even more, Yeah, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm turning it into a bonsai. But here's another ficus of mine, which is a bonsai. And look how beautiful this is. And it's loving life out here. It was struggling in the house, and ever since I brought it outside, it's happy, no issues. And this is Ripsilas, if I'm not wrong, and it's also loving it outside. It's doing so well. I've had this plant for a while, for a long time actually. At some point I thought I'm gonna kill it because I didn't know what I was doing with it, and honestly I had no idea what I was doing. But I think I've gotten the hang of it over the years, and it has forgiven me over time, and I think we are friends now. And here I've got philodendron grenadu, and look how amazing and how big it has grown. This plant, when I brought it home, it was tiny, and I brought it home with the idea that I'm going to keep it outside. And ever since it has been here, this spot, and it's loving life. It has grown so much. Look at the aerial roots. They've redirected themselves back into the soil. Here's another one here, if you can see in there. So yeah, and this one, is my alocasia, which I harvested from my garden. I've got lots of alocasias in my garden, so I harvested this one from my garden. Trust me when I say it was not this big, and trust me again when I say it was. I started off with only 3 leaves. This one and this one and this one. Those are the old leaves. This is a new leaf, and this is a new leaf, and they were never this big, and look how massive they are now. You know, they're loving life. I thought this pot was a bit too big for them, but obviously not. It's handling it quite well. Now here's the pot, this pot which I put the alocasia in, is one of the pots I bought from that lady, and I took out what was inside. I didn't like what was inside, and I harvested an alocasia from my own plant in the garden, and I put it in here. So this is what has been growing in here ever since. And these pots, if you remember well, I painted them. I spray painted them. They were not looking like this. They were white actually. I didn't remove this. I kept this. They came with this jasmine. I love jasmine, so I kept it. I didn't take it off. All I did was I changed the soil, gave it fresh new soil, and I added golden pothos at the bottom, and look how much it has grown. It has grown so much and so beautifully and so lush. You know, look how big those leaves are. It's loving life out here. And this side of the patio, I've got this beautiful, is 2 pots of monsteras. You know, I've got this lovely monsteras, and they've grown so much. Look at those aerial roots. They've grown so much. They're loving life out here. I need to check if they don't need water. I won't be surprised if they're dry, but it's 2 of them, you know, and so they're growing well. I mean, they're loving the light and everything. Yeah. There were cuttings which I cut and propagated a long time ago. And when I decided to pot them up, I put them out here. And down here is this bird's nest fan that was not doing well in the house. And we're still getting there. I don't know, we're still getting there. I think we're getting there to a place where I can now feel we are beginning to enjoy life. Yeah, it struggled a bit. And here's another pot. It was 2 of them. And with this one again, I kept the jasmine. And then all I added here was the philodendron heart-shaped leaf, which is also doing well and loving life. And recently I got these 2 coffee plants again from our neighbors. One of someone was selling it on the WhatsApp group, and then yeah, we got them. So I need to repot these. These are coffee plants. Can't wait to harvest coffee beans from these. And up here is my heart-shaped leaf, which has grown so much and so long, you know, and propagations. Another propagation of mine is coming along so well. And this is my peperomia, if I'm not wrong. It's also coming along so well. Now, this is one of the plants which I got from that lady. I kept this plant. I kept this. And it was a whole lot. I threw away everything and I kept this. And it's growing for me very well. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant. So yeah, that's what I kept. And right here, another jasmine, which is in bloom and definitely needs a drink. And another plant. I need to remember the name of this plant because both of them, my husband bought them for me and needs a drink, a whole lot. It's so dry. And this side, this pot is the same with the other pot. I got it from that lady. And this plant, I kept it. This was from her. This is now I'm forgetting the name. It's very dry. I need to remember the name of this plant. I kept it. It was one of her plant. It came with this plant. I took everything else that was in here and I kept this plant, chopped it to nothing to allow it to regrow again. And look how beautiful it looks. I can't wait for it to bloom. I need to remember the name of the plant. Oh my goodness. If I remember, I'll come back here. And now here, I'm only seeing this now while I'm talking to you. There's a worm eating my plants here. Look at that. Can you see this? I need to come and spray this. There's the worm. Oh, that's not nice. So I'm gonna spray this up. No issues. But this is a succulent. And here's another lollipop, which is no longer a lollipop, and that's Zoe. That is Zoe. So yeah, and down here I've got this beautiful succulents, basically. This is I got from my mother-in-law, these three. And yeah, and here's other succulents here. Here's a pot, another pot I got from that lady. This pot. If I remember well, I think there's plant too. I need to remember. Probably not. Is it? Was it this one? I'm not sure. There's one I got from her. No, it's not this one. I'll show you which one it was. But the pot definitely I got from her. Here's another plant. So it's not a lot of plants which I kept from her. Here's another pot which I got from her. But everything in here is what I planted myself. I just kept the pot. So most of the things I didn't keep, and some I kept, and this is what's happening up here. So beautiful, beautiful succulents. What is this? Funny stuff. All like funny business, which I don't know what it is. Okay. Here's another one. This is where I harvested the one you see hanging there. And this is how long it has gotten, you know. And I got this plant from that lady also. I kept this plant, and I just gave it a new pot. And this one I also got it from that lady, this succulent. But the rest is my stuff. This one I also got it from that lady. And this pot. The rest is what I've had all along. So it's not a lot of things. Oh yeah, here's another pot I got from her. And this, I kept this beautiful succulent. This one is mine. So I just potted them up together. I think they make a very nice combination. So this jade and this beautiful ground cover, which I got from her. And this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pot. You know, here's another. This one I recently bought. I love it. You know, this is a propagation of mine I'm busy with. And these are all mine. It's just this one. And I've got a different kind. It's the same, but it's just different color. And here's another pot I got from her. And here's a succulent I got from her. Look how beautiful it has grown. You know, yeah, it has grown so beautiful. And this one also was from her. The succulent, I don't know the name. You know, the rest I just added what I had in it. And yeah, they were in other pots, so I decided to make this kind of a succulent garden and put them in this pot. I thought they'll look nice in this pot rather. You know, this is what I added. So this was from that lady and it's doing very well. And this one. So I just decided to plant them in here. Yeah, this one. This is the one that came from her. And I just changed the pot and gave it a different pot. Even this pot was her pot. I bought it from her. But yeah, that's it. This I bought recently. And with this pot I bought recently. But you see it's about to bloom. It's about to bloom. So yeah, so we're gonna water things because things are pretty dry. This I want to repot. I want to chop it up. I've been doing that every time I chop it up and it comes back again. This will be the third time I chop it up and it comes back to its full glory. But I need to make sure that it's not full. what do you call it? It's not pot bound, you know. And a bridal veil, it's also doing amazingly well. It's just dry. It's just super dry. So we're gonna water things. That's it. Just wanna deal with this mess and spray it. Because the last thing I need is these worms all over everything. At least it's just with this one. The sun is so hot. Should have brought my hat out. No. Alrighty, just these ones are not on my patio, but I still wanted to show you the plants I kept. Here's a plant I kept which came with the pots. If I move this rose away, you remember this pot, this one, and it's coming along well. And this one also, which I don't know the name of, you remember the pot is sitting in, and I kept the plant, is this plant. And yeah, these two that are sitting out here. How beautiful is this rose? Oh, I love it. And lastly, this pot and this plant. I kept this plant and it's growing so well. I just gave it a bigger pot, that's all I did. The other pot is this one. All I did is put something else in it. I didn't keep whatever it was in here, this pot here. So yeah, that's all for today. I thought I will take you along and just show you what's on my patio and some of the, like what I did with some of those pots. I'm sure you know what I did, but just how they are doing, what I planted and what I kept, how it was. It's not a lot of those. It's just a few of them, but they are doing amazing. Nothing died. They all survived and they're doing absolutely amazing. So yeah, I don't know if I missed anything because things up there all over my garden. So I don't know if I missed any pot, but I don't think so. I think I've shown you every pot I had brought in from that lady. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope I've encouraged you to go water your plants outside. Don't forget your plants outside. While you care for the ones inside, don't forget the ones outside. But anyway, it's been fun. Until next time, have yourself a beautiful day. Bye.